Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video I will be showing you how to get the achievement Run Wild Like a Man on Fire, which is part of the meta achievement Glory of the Wartorn Hero, the Mythic Dungeon achievement, big achievement for Battle for Azeroth. We are in Shadowlands right now, so it's slightly easier to do solo than it was back in Battle for Azeroth. Although this one was soloable, it was hard. It's still hard, depending on your class and depending on how you put out your damage and everything like that. So we're going to head to Coltiris from Battle for Azeroth. Then we're going to head to Drustvar, and the northern Drustvar is Waycrest Manor. We're going to come inside and we're going to go to the second boss, Soulbound Goliath, easily marked on the map for you. I'm not sure if you have to kill a boss before his doors open to get outside. If not, you can just go check before you kill a boss. If not, you can just come out here right to him, to the Goliath. And if so, if you do the sisters first, you have to fight them in a certain order. They'll say release the iris to me. You go middle, right, left, middle, right, left, and kill them in that order. And then the other boss, you don't actually get to choose which doors open. So if you have to kill the other boss, it's just a straightforward kill. Just go ahead and kill that boss. So pretty simple. You do have to have some amount of DPS to do this. You know, I have plenty of DPS, I feel like, but it was still a bit hard for me. Honestly, I was a bit surprised after seeing some people with lower item levels not have this much trouble as I did, apparently. It is worth noting some things that you might want to use here. If you have an option for like an immunity, like Ice Block, I mean, obviously all mages have Ice Block, but for Paladins, you have Bubble, you have Blessing and Protection. If you are a human, or if you just have a human character, this might be easier for you because you can human racial out of an ability. For me, I actually just put my PvP trinket on, medallion, to remove the stun as well. Anything that can remove stuns, Death Knights are probably really good for this. Things like that. A human Death Knight would be a great thing to do this on. Boss has 287k health, which is not a ton. You would think you would be able to kill that pretty fast in Shadowlands. But he does do the Soul Thorns thing pretty often, which is very unfortunate. So the achievement is to kill him without him ever reaching 12 stacks of his Soul Harvest debuff that he puts on himself. And to remove this debuff, we have to kite him through fire. There'll always be at least 2 fires up at any time, sometimes 3. The room is really long though, so maybe even take him somewhere near the stairs. And just always be ready to bring him to a fire. Actually found bringing him through the fire as often as possible is great. If there's no fires near you, that's not great, because it will at least delay his cast a little bit. So if he has a crush, for example, queued up, and you keep putting him through fire before he casts his crush, then he'll still try to cast his crush before he soul thorns you. Basically, I died on this once. You can easily reset it. I had to reset it a couple times as well. Reset it just by going outside, back through the doors that you came through, and once he gets to the door itself, he will reset. You'll want to reset for things like he gets 12 stacks or more, obviously, because then you can't get the achievement, or if you're just completely out of ways to get out of the stun and you still have a long ways to go, that stinks. You can survive the Soul Thorns. It lasts for like 10-15 seconds on you. It doesn't have a timer, but that's how long it lasts. It does do a lot of damage to you while you're in it, and you will need to find a way to heal yourself. Pet classes, I'm assuming maybe your pets can just break you out of this real quickly. So things like Hunters, for example, would probably be really simple to do this achievement with, as long as, again, you can kite him through the fire at appropriate times. So that was the hardest thing for me, honestly, was just having enough fire. That's why I had to reset him most of the times. I think I did 7 or so attempts to get this, and 5 of those were resets. 1 was a death that I died during the Soul Thorns, and then 1 was the kill. So when I finally got it down, first of all, I put the PvP trinket on. I didn't think of that right away. And then the second thing I would say is I just wasn't worried about trying to get him down as fast as I possibly could, although that is important too. I was actually just more worried about constantly dragging him through fire, because you don't want to be in a Soul Thorns and then him get up to 12 stacks, then you have to go reset him anyway, so, or die, whichever you choose to do. So that's it for this achievement. Hopefully you have good luck with it. I've read people doing this as low as like 190 item level in Shadowlands, So it's definitely doable. Your class is obviously going to matter a lot on that. Certain classes will be easier than others. Like I said, if you have a human character, it's a great choice. Like I said, Human Death Knight, if you have that at 60 and it has some gear on it, maybe that's the character you want to come do it on. But definitely soloable by a lot of classes and a lot of specs. You just have to play it smart. And if you get terribly unlucky with fire spawns, like they're all far away from you, just go ahead and reset them and try it again and get some better spawns. So, as always, I do ask you to subscribe to the channel because that helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.